American actor and movie director Tyler Perry is heavily featured in Spare, as he's credited with saving Harry and Meghan. When they fled Canada in March 2020, Tyler allowed the Sussexes to stay in his California mansion while they found their own place. Harry has admitted that he would roll a joint as wife Meghan Markle and son Archie slept while they stayed at Tyler Perry's California mansion. In his book, Harry recalls how he and Meghan loved Tyler's house, describing it as Sanadu. But with security concerns on his mind, he also details how when everybody had gone to sleep, he would find himself walking around the house, checking all the doors and windows. And in the memoir he writes, "Then I'd sit on the balcony or the edge of the garden and roll a joint. The house looked down onto a valley across a hillside thick with frogs. I'd listen to their late night song, smell the flower-scented air, the frogs, the smells, the trees, the big starry sky. It all brought me back to Botswana." Cannabis has been legal for recreational use in California for those over the age of 21. However, Tyler Perry has surprisingly no inflammatory opinions left, despite previously defending the Sussexes. Rumours swirled that Tyler Perry kicked Harry and Meghan out of his house. In the Netflix documentary, Harry and Meghan admit they'd never even met the Hollywood mogul before shacking up. "I'd never met him before," Markle recalls, noting that the Diary of a Mad Black Woman star's letter stated he'd always be there if she needed anything. The Netflix clip of Harry with Tyler Perry at the mansion grounds made people think he's just so privileged and entitled. He was acting like he'd been an immigrant escaping to safety, but also expecting and demanding the kind of refuge that only the 1% of the world can enjoy in California. Like he thought it was his birthright that him and his 13 suitcases should be able to stay in an $18 million home to recuperate. There's a rumour about Tyler Perry being pissed at Meghan Markle for bullying his staff. According to a source who knows but doesn't want the name circulated, not only did Meghan throw a maid into a pool, she was elderly, and when Tyler Perry heard about it, he was enraged. This was his staff Meghan was mistreating, and not her own staff. Not that Meg is ever entitled to mistreat anyone for any reason ever. We do know that Tyler Perry told Oprah to get them out of the house immediately, and Perry wasn't in town at the time, so Oprah had to move the couple into one of her own guest cottages. Tyler Perry treats his staff really well, as do most people, and he couldn't stand to see Meghan being cruel and hurting people he cared for. Oprah knew what Meghan did at Tyler's home. Remember how Meghan was determined to have privacy? Apparently she installed a plastic fence at Tyler's property. Who does that? Can you imagine having someone stay in your home while you're away and they install a fence? It's ridiculous. That tells us what sort of a person Meghan is. Because Harry knows how to act, Meghan doesn't care, and now it's all coming back to haunt her.